when we first introduced the IR Plus control pan, we said, hey, we're going to introduce something that make you kick the habit. And the reason I say that is if you ever are on a poultry farm and you'll see a grower as he walks through his house checking his birds, he will go to the end of his line, of the feed line, and he will kick his control pan. The reason he does that is to make sure that the switch is operating. So we introduced the IR Plus control plan and we say kick the habit. You don't have to go into that house and kick that control pan. You know that you're going to get feed to those birds. The IR Plus is a control pan that is controlled by infrared sensors. The control pan is a vital part of the feed system in that is what gets feed into the pans when the pans need feed. When the birds eat everything out, you've got to get feed there. Now, it is very important to have a very dependable system to make sure that you get that feed when the bird needs it. We call it feed on demand. One of the saddest sounds that you'll ever hear is to go into a poultry barn and you hear the auger running and there's nothing in it. It's just a clinging, cling, 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 cling. You know that that is running empty, that there's no feed in there. So immediately you go check your control pans, your control units, and your hopper. And the IR Plus is almost a surefire way of constantly keeping feed when you need it to those birds. A micro switch, which we used for years, and it is still available, but we don't use as many as we did just a few years ago. The micro switch can corrode. Feed can get packed up behind the plastic guard, rubber pad that keeps the switch from coming in contact with the feed, and you can have a lot of issues with a micro switch paddle.